between the San Antonio Express and the Mexico City Diablos. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. 154. Ricky. Let's go. Mike front four.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Hey, Steve 6. 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Ready?
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is. And offense and defense, in this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
X3, 218, chop. 5.
Here's 2nd and 8. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy. Take care of the football. We're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
I'm going to go load it. Red Delta! Behind!
On 2nd down, Rivers again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
132 fighter.
The 1st down throw here for Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
They can't stop
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
3rd and long for Rivers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing, Rivers. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Left. Six guys. Check 6 guys. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
0.
57's the Mike.
Hey, Delta.
57's the Mike.
First down, Rivers. That is caught at the 7. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw for him.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. A.J. Klein in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
2nd and 15. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Ready.
54 Mike. You got blocked me.
Get it.
Throwing on first down. Hitchcock. It's caught by Sanders. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A toss to Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. From the gun, Hitchcock. And an alley to run. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Operating from the gun, Hitchcock. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
There goes a deep ball, end zone, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A fourth down pass play doesn't work out, and as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Play action now, Rivers. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more that came from.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Rivers now. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Cook following the penalty. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish. and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. Hitchcock. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
To throw on 3rd down. Hitchcock. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Rivers. They'll find Everett there, complete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now left side on the swing pass. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, good hurdle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fit and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5 now. Rivers. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half.
And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And Sanders has got it complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
18 Gators. Shot 56. Back up.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Mike 56. Ready to go. Mike 56. Ready.
On 3rd down, Hitchcock. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
To the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Here we go. Mike 56. Mike 56.
To throw again. Hitchcock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Come on, set. 60 or.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hitchcock. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Hey, Mike,
from the gun, Rivers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
57 to Mike.
Second and 5 now. Rivers throwing middle, but it's incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Hey, Rocket.
57.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got the hook up with Conley. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
They'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, they picked up a first down for him, too.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Rivers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Watch the cut. Check. Lucky.
Go.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike 54.
Off the play fake. Hitchcock. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Hitchcock. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw on 3rd down. Hitchcock. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hitchcock. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Dexter Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Ready?
To throw on second down. Hitchcock. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Looking to throw. Hitchcock toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
High 7. 80 weapons.
Second and 4. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go.
From the gun, Hitchcock. And Eifert has it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. On 1st down, Hitchcock. That'll be complete to Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and long. And it's caught. Touchdown. Eric Ebron. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll go option on second down, right side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up the third down. Nick Sorley sets to pass. Dancing to his left. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Brooks Reed was able to find his way to the QB. Play fake, Rivers. The pressure gets to him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Going up top. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Pass complete here to Sanders. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker.
Son, block 15! You better bring it. I'm letting you know.
To throw, Rivers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Fielded at the 33. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give him 30 yards there. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Walker in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he doesn't have a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that?
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
He needs better protection, that's for sure. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Back to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Watch twits. 56. Mike's 56. All right. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Back to throw. This is caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Eric Ebron with time running out as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Rivers to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Second 90. Round 80. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Here's Rivers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 1 last shot now for Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.